What's going on, Mod Addict fam? Before today's video, I want to give a huge shout out to Rebecca and Lennon at LRB Speed. Go check them out, lrbspeed.com. It has been a while. I'm super excited for today, but today is not what the video was intended to be. I was going to do the rear control arms and lowering springs on Scarlet. Fortunately, the weather has not been very good on my back. So, you know, it don't get very cold in Florida. So when it's in the 30s and 40s, like it has been, my back is on the fritz. It hurts so bad. And plus, that cement is cold. You lay down on it, it hurts even worse. I love cold weather, so this kind of stinks for me. So I have another project, but I had to kind of postpone it because it rained before to bring in the cold front, so it was raining, the humidity was high, and then it was in the 30s and 40s. Today's the first good day that I've had this, and I don't know if y'all follow my community page or not, but LRB has joined with the channel. They have helped me out big time, and I have a product that I've wanted from them forever, since I've seen it on Mike's page. Mike didn't give a very detailed video. He just showed them, and then in that split second, I fell in love with them. So let me show y'all what I'm talking about. In this box from LRB Speed, I did open one. By the way, they are packaged so good. It took about, I don't know, 15 minutes to get through all of this and all the packaging just to get one out. And here it is. Now, my greasy hands have been touching it, but this is the finished aluminum. I'm going to paint it black. That's why I had to wait. I had to wait for weather that I could paint with. But these are the LRB door panels. This is for the electric switches. It's for the pull handle. This is for the door handle and the speaker cutout. Exactly the spec I ordered it. You can get it with a crank. You can get it with no holes. You can get it however you want it, pretty much. They even have it in finishes. So this is the one that curves around the top, hooks in, has all the mounting hardware, and I'll show you when we get to this other one over here. So on this one, it has the pull handles. They have a ton of options. You could get like black with a blue stripe, you can get black with red stripe, you can get red, black, whatever. I went with gray because my interior is gray. I thought it would be kind of a perfect fit with this being black and the gray pull handle. So I got some LRB Speed decals in here, and we'll get this one opened up. So all the screws and hardware, everything needed. It gives you a rundown with the instructions on there. Landon and Rebecca from LRB, thank you again for sending this out, for partnering with the channel. They gave me, it wasn't free, but they gave me a huge discount. So got it for my birthday, super excited. But all the instructions are there. These are the pull, the bolt will go through there and it'll hang however you want it. And you just pull it to pull the door shut. These are aluminum. You don't have to worry about it warping or any of that stuff. I'll show you the condition of my door panels, and it is pretty hideous. Now, a lot of this car is hideous, but look at that. I mean, that's just filthy. This is falling apart. This down here is broke, won't even work. This needs to be tightened up. This right here is falling apart. These door panels have seen way better days. It's even one of the areas, it is split. Maybe it's that one over there, but one of them, they're split. So yeah, these are not good door panels by any means. Plus, I never use this armrest, so it kind of gets in my way. That's where this is going to come in handy, because you just got the switches mounted right here. It's got like this primitive industrial feel, and I love that. The bad thing with the weather and daylight saving times and everything, because it's 4 o'clock. I had to wait for the weather to get warm enough to paint till 2 o'clock. The sun's already going down behind the trees over there, so this might sadly be a 2-part video, but the unboxing of this is worth showing. Now, got some alcohol and some paper towel. I'll wipe all this down, and I can start getting some coats of paint on it at least. I'm kind of just drying right now. I'm just using a satin black Rust-Oleum, and we'll go ahead and start getting some paint on this bad boy. Again, ultra matte black. Alright, so I just kind of did a quick tack coat for both sides. I can go through and start putting it on a little bit heavier. I have 2 cans. I'll probably do 3 or 4 coats. I'd still have to get this end cap there. Just noticed that. Got it on that one. And there's the second coat. You can see it's a little bit better coverage. And it'll be a little bit less glossy. Also, around the openings, I did hit the backside too to make sure I had better coverage. But that's 1 coat. Well, minus the tight coat, so basically 2. You can see this is kind of dry, and you can see a little bit more of the stripage in it. And this one just got done, so you can see it's reflective. One thing to remember, I'm not a professional spray painter at all, but light areas, don't worry about going back and touching them up. Then the next coat will cover it up. Next coat, each progressive covers up what was left behind. If you go back and you find yourself like trying to hit extra areas, sometimes you overdo it. So that's just my experience. I'll probably get another coat or 2 on these and call it good. I was hoping to get them installed today. Still might be a possibility. And again, remember, these are going in that car, so they don't have to be perfect. You can do a lot better job. You can prime them, sand them, everything, but this had a really rough finish on it, like almost like they sanded it. See, the back is smooth, but the front is like a brushed aluminum type finish, and that has primer in it. So I'm hoping with the 2 combined, it's going to be suffice for what I need. That's about 4 coats. You can see the dust in the air right here, so it's kind of crazy. But yeah, it's going to have some stuff on it, but it don't have to be perfect, because again, it's going in what used to be the Poverty Fox, but it's got a lot of expensive things in it now that people get mad when I call it the Poverty Fox, because it's got Terminator X and Trick Flow parts and Nitrous Express and all that stuff. So it is what it is. I'm going to get them door panels off. Hopefully we can get these on today. The good thing is, if I mar it or anything, it is aluminum. I can sand it down, repaint it. It don't really matter. So while it dries, and we'll get the stock door panels off, and I have to look up the instructions on what I'm doing as far as the switches here. I don't know why I can't talk. Once you get this out of the door, pretty easy. It's just bolt in. You undo these screws here and here. This will go to the back of the door panel here sideways like that, and then you use the supplied they're M4 by 18, and they have the lock nuts with them, so that'll go on the back side. So that's what you're going to use on both sides, for the driver and passenger side for the buttons. The driver side, they'll pass right through the door like that. They'll pass through the back side, and then you put the bolts in with the lock nuts, and now you can tighten everything down, and that's it for the controls. Of course, you plug them back in when you set the door panel on the door. So next is this right here, and that installs with one of these clips right here that's going to go in place where the other one was. And I can't remember if it was here or here. I think it was here. Is really where I think it was. But once I get the door panel up, I'll have a better idea of where that area is. Alright, so the lock nut on the back side was a 7mm. That's what it looks like while it's done. Now we can get this set up there and start gauging where the hole here is here, because I can't remember, because I'm an idiot. Once you put that little quick nut thing where it goes, that goes on. So that is solid. That's into the door frame too, so you can pull that. You don't pull on this. I did have a bit of a time getting this. What I had to do is unclip the whole wiring harness from the door so I had more room. It was a pain, but I got it. So there it is on the door. It is filled with all these little push pins, which is great because you can buy them from the store. So you take them off when something happens, go buy some. You don't have to worry about these kind that clip in, that rip through cardboard and break off like that. I love this look. I really do. And like I said, I went with the gray. Now, a few things that you can do in the future, if you wanted to go that far, you could drill all them out, riv nut them. You can make something custom for the door handle here. For some reason, you know, it don't work in that area. Not a big deal. You know, we try to live that race car life, so we kind of want to look that way sometimes. And the door speaker area, I would like to see if I could get that cover, if I could kind of get that back on somehow, glue it or something. I think that would look cool. It kind of bring together. But for now, it's like that. And I don't really care because it shows off the recoil speakers, which I love my recoil speakers. One more thing that I'm probably going to end up doing, because it is aluminum, I'm probably going to put sound deadening on the back of it. I should have did that, but I was so excited. But there it is, and I love it. Alright, so took a wet cloth, wiped it down. I am in love with this. I really am. It is so simple. I don't have the bulky armrest in the way anymore. It's great. Another thing you can also do that I've heard of people doing with the other companies' door panels, I forget who in the world makes them. Yeah, I don't remember. But people would tack this, put foam and material over it so it would look more like this. But all in all, I love that. Again, here's a little before. Corner's not hanging on, that's loose. This is dented, this is barely on, it's loose all the way around, flopping. You can't tighten that because the things broke off. 100% solid. Aluminum construction, solid, everything's solid. Good to go. Couldn't ask for anything better, honestly. That's what it looks like when the door is closed. So much simpler, so much better in my opinion. I absolutely love it.
The next day.
It's about lunchtime. I came out and put this one on. I had more of a fight on this side than I did the driver's side because this kept popping out. I think the rod's bent. It does look like it's coming out at a funky angle. But once I got that figured out, everything kind of went where it needed to go. What I do here, this is the bigger, like the I forget what that is, M18. It's the bigger of the Allen keys that goes for the door handle pull. I put a screw in first and kind of help get things lined up. And I put the screw kind of loose, but just where it will center. And then I put the door panel on, and then I take the screw out and put the M18 in, or whatever size that is. And it goes in perfect. Trying to fight with it without getting it lined up, everything lined up, was kind of a hassle. So that's why I said I just used one of the screws that came out like that right there. And I just put it in where it's real loose. I could move the door handle around still. And then I could adjust this, put the clips in, and then go back and put that in. I am breathing because I'm fat and I'm out of breath. But I love that. I think that looks amazing. So much cleaner, so much out of the way. Look at that. Look how you got all that room now. Look how much room there is from the seat to the door. Beautiful. Say it enough. Rebecca, Landon at LRB Speed. Thank y'all so much for working with the channel, helping us out. I have wanted this since I very first seen them. Like I said, I've seen them on Mike's channel. I think he put them in the swing stang. But he had a shop do it, so there was no like instructions, there was no detail on what to do or anything. So, yeah, I just thought I'd make a video show, you know, what worked for me, what didn't work for me, things like that. Like I said, trying to get that Allen key started for the door handle before you get the clips in. Putting that screw in kind of helps things keep centered up. So that way, you know, the door don't go too much this way or this way. That screw kind of limits it, and then once you get all your pins in, everything's lined up, then you can go back and put that in. That's the same thing I did on the driver's side. Got one of them now. Previously, it had a regular screw in there. One thing I might do, I might go back eventually and replace these with black hardware. But other than that, I mean, that's minor detail stuff. I actually love I don't know, like the industrial looks, stuff that's more, I don't know, industrial is the only way I know how to describe it, like exposed hardware. Like I'm kind of wanting to go back to the older 417 Fox bezel because it had a trim around it with exposed hardware, and I just think that looks, you know, it looks manufactured. It looks, I don't know, I've always kind of been into steampunk and things like that, you know. It just crude, but looks awesome at the same time. Get out of that sun, that might help. I mean, I'm ugly enough, but I'm sitting there squinting because of the sun. But yeah, Fox is making headway. I really, as soon as my back is done, weather's getting a little bit warm again, so it's about time for Thanksgiving. And I should have time to lower this. My back should give me a break. I'm praying. And we can get back on Scarlet. But for now, man, I am so excited. I did get another tune from Mike. So everything was pretty much spot on except for like the initial tip in. I want it. I'm a terrible person. But I want it, you know, so when I'm taking a drink, you gas it and, you know, yeah. My family, they're very careful when they drink around me. Just by saying, I did put just a little strip of sound deadening on the back of this door, and it's noticeably different from this side to that side. So I will go back and put a little strip of sound deadening on that side to kind of help with things. Check them out right there. And they have all kind of stuff. They even have custom center panels for the Fox body. I mean, they're coming out with stuff all the time too, so it's not like, you know, what they have is the end. They're going to come out with more stuff, so I am beyond happy with these door panels. Like I said, I've wanted them for a very, very long time. This is the Mod Addict. Thank you for watching. Thank you, LRB Speed, and I'm out.
Turn around, I done made it this far. Look back now, that wouldn't be too smart. Shoot for the stars even when it gets hard. Put my faith in the Lord with the 16 bars, I won't turn around. I done made it this far. Look back now, that wouldn't be too smart. Shoot for the stars even when it gets hard. Put my faith in the Lord with the 16 bars, I won't turn around. I won't turn around. No matter how far I go, I'll never come.